Think you need daylight to see clearly? Think again. The new DJI Air 3S doesn't just fly, it sees in the dark. When the light fades, most drones fall behind, but the Air 3S is just getting started. It thrives both in terms of footage and obstacle avoidance.
Right here, right now, 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 right here, right now.
With a 1-inch primary sensor, LiDAR technology, it is designed to push the boundaries day or night. This could well be the new king of the night drones. Welcome to Geeksvana, and today we're going to be talking about the DJI Air 3S. We're going to cover a lot of ground and topics, from specs and pricing to the new and exciting LiDAR sensor mounted here on the front. This sensor, together with the new 1-inch sensor on the main camera, means the 3S is an impressive drone. You'll find chapters below, so you can hop around and find the information that you're looking for. It is also worth mentioning that in the description to this video, you'll find a link to our drone rules video explaining where you can fly the DJI Air 3S in the UK and the level of certification you require for those flights. If you are watching this video on launch day, there is also a special live show on this channel later this evening on launch day at around 7-8 p.m. UK time. This will be a general Q&A to give you a chance to ask anything that you want to know about this drone. The wonderful people at DJI Hasselblad will be joining us to support your questions, and we're going to be giving away some vouchers directly from DJI Hasselblad, which is very exciting. Also, as an exclusive benefit for Geeksvana viewers, if you use the affiliate link in the description, you'll get a year of Care Refresh for free. Please note that although it is an affiliate link, we are giving away all of our earnings to charity, and it doesn't cost you anything extra to use it. Although we are partners with DJI Hasselblad here in the UK, it's more of a regulation hookup than a sales thing. So I don't have any cuffs on me at all in terms of what I want to say about their products, and none of our content is approved by them. To start today, I want to talk about some of the highlights of the specification, and to start we will of course talk about that dual camera, featuring a 1-inch CMOS primary camera and a 70mm medium telecamera, each with 14 stops of dynamic range. I'm not a massive user of the auto functions on DJI drones, but the new free panorama feature has impressed me, and it is available on both the cameras on this drone. The other significant highlight for me is the combination of the nightscape obstacle sensing, which we teased in the opener of course, and the excellent low light performance of the 1-inch main sensor. The flight time is quoted as 45 minutes. Next up, and let us take a look at what you get in the box. The pack we are showing today is the DJI Air 3S Fly More RC2 combo, priced here in the UK at £1,439. Here is a very special unboxing to show you what the main parts are. You get yourself the Air 3S drone itself, of course, the excellent RC2 with 5.5-inch 700 nit screen and an ND filter set. You get 2 additional batteries and the usual shoulder bag provided with the Air 3 model. The bag really shouldn't be forgotten, as I think it's actually good quality, and I prefer to use it when I'm out flying, mainly because it is a little bit more low-key to carry around than a hard case. In terms of other bundles available here in the UK, you can get the DJI Air 3S with the RC-N3 controller and 1 battery for £959. The classic Fly More combo with the RC-N3 controller, so the normal controller that you put your phone on, as we all know, and 3 batteries and everything else I showed for the RC2 bundle, just with that standard controller of course, comes in at £1,239. Remember, Geeksvana viewers get free Care Refresh using the link in the description. The Air series of drones is one that has always interested me. As the middle range drone from DJI, it also usually has something a little different and special about it. There has always been a few spec points that I think actually end up challenging the main Mavic model and even sometimes beating it. I've owned all the Air models over the last few years, and as you can see, just how much the drone series has evolved from a loud folding little drone, which, let's face it, not the best signal quality even when it was new, to the newer 3 models that are beasts, frankly. The original Air still has a small niche of user here in the UK because weighing just 430 grams, you can use it with an A2 certificate of competency in the A1 airspace with most of the benefits of a sub 250 gram drone. It becomes more and more niche when you consider, however, how much that camera tech has moved forward. Just a few years ago, this original Air series drone launched with a single camera with a 1/2.3 sensor. It also sounded like you were being chased by a swarm of hornets, which is never good to draw attention to yourself, is it? The new Air 3S weighs 724 grams, which is an increase of 4 grams over the Air 3 and a chunk lower than the Mavic 3 Pro, which sits at a takeoff weight of 958 grams. These weights and other standards means the Air 3S enjoys a C1 label status in the EASA region, whereas the heavier Mavic 3 Pro sits in the C2 level. So that is certainly one clear advantage of the Air 3S has. But remember, here in the UK, you cannot use any drone with the benefits of the C label system. You just go on weight. There's a little more info on C labels later in this video, and you can find out all about where this drone sits in terms of UK drone rules in our special video linked in the description that I mentioned earlier. Now, there's going to be a good amount of people watching who will be disappointed to learn that the Air 3S has a fixed aperture. The main camera is set at f1.8 and the second camera is at f2.8. These make sense to me in terms of the use of the 2 cameras, but I know many will still be searching for a 1-inch camera and variable aperture, which seems to almost be a bit of the holy grail in terms of the DJI drones at the moment. So what would you use the 2 cameras for? The main 1-inch camera is certainly the beast for capturing details, capabilities of 4K 60 frames a second HDR video with the capability of capturing up to 4K 120 frames per second. 10-bit D-Log M and HLG video with that 10-bit available in normal color mode, which is pretty impressive. The second camera is there for your wider portraits and landscapes. It supports the same video specs and color modes as the primary camera. The 70mm equivalent lens offers a 3x optical zoom, all whilst allowing subject tracking within that zoom range. Up next, I want to talk about the nighttime flying capabilities of the drone itself, which, as I mentioned before, when you combine it with the 1-inch camera sensor, gives some pretty great results. One major change here is the addition of the LiDAR sensor at the front of the drone body here. In addition to the usual APAS system and the 6 vision sensors that are dotted around the drone, it uses the LiDAR sensor and downward infrared time of flight sensors to achieve nightscape omnidirectional obstacle sensing. This means the Air 3S can automatically identify and avoid obstacles like buildings, etc. during the normal flight, but also when it's under its smart return to home section as well. It's pretty impressive, isn't it? So nighttime omnidirectional avoidance. The on-screen graphic gives a little meat to this with the explanation from DJI that there is a non-GPS powered return to home, meaning even without signal, the drone would hope to make it back, which is always handy. The nighttime return to home utilises the LiDAR sensor as explained as well. In terms of the drone itself and how it flies, the Air 3 was my favourite drone in terms of how the actual airframe responds in the air and how it flies. And this 3S continues this, being a very similar design. It sits in the air very confidently, and the almost zero lag in terms of controller and video feedback gives me a lot of confidence when I'm out flying. When I compare that to the still good but somewhat patchy experience of the original Air drone, it shows just how far the series has come. In terms of storage, DJI have continued their trend of including onboard storage space with a pretty decent 42 gigabytes built into the drone. This does mean you're ready to shoot very quickly, and I find when using the high processing modes that you're safe from things like SD card performance impacting on the final result. The battery charge hub supports PD fast charging and power accumulation function, which basically allows you to transfer the remaining power of multiple batteries back into the fullest of the three, which is handy if, like me, you do not like letting your battery levels getting too low during a flight, but also want to get the most out of the batteries full stop. The ND filters with DJI packs have really come on in quality, and the ones included with the Air 3S bundle are no exception, with ND8, 32 and 128 included to help get that smooth footage with lower shutter speeds. One question I'm sure people will have is battery compatibility between the Air 3 and the 3S. The news here is that the batteries do work in the Air 3S from the Air 3. I managed flights without any warnings or issues at all, so I know some people will be pleased about that. You wonder, with the improvements in terms of how this drone flies at night, both in terms of camera capabilities and vision sensors, if the drone could actually find uses, or certainly more uses, in the commercial side of things, or even with the search and rescue and law enforcement use. The UK CAA have previously discussed allowing C1 label drones to be used in the UK to their full intended benefit. If that happened, this drone would certainly become very popular here in the UK, with many user types indeed. In terms of upgrading from the Air 3 and whether or not that is worth it, I would say that if you fly a lot in low light or night conditions, which, let's face it, coming to the winter months in the UK will be a lot of us, then the 1-inch camera and the LiDAR sensor could be very useful to you. It isn't a slam dunk in terms of you must upgrade or you're missing out, but certainly the new Air 3S is more than just an iPhone style iteration. There are some pretty impressive features included on this drone. Remember, if you are watching this on the day of release, join us for the live show later this evening for your chance to win some DJI Hasselblad vouchers. Pretty excited about that. Sean out.